Hello, my name is Jennifer Puig, and I'm a teaching artist in dance, in creative movement, yoga, mindfulness techniques, and movement and music for classroom STEM and STEAM programs. I currently work with a variety of ages and abilities, as well as cultures, in Miami-Dade County and Broward County. I work with ages 0, I like to say 0 because I have worked with mothers that are expecting, all the way to 100 years old of age. I recently had the pleasure to work at the Miami Lighthouse for the Blind with a 100-year-old individual. And through music and dance, I have seen all of the students that I've worked with in the past be able to connect their minds, their bodies, and their spirits. I have also learned that through dance and through music, we are able to inspire, we are able to uplift, we are able to make a difference in those that participate in it. I had the honor to attend Universidad Autónoma de Barcelona in Barcelona, Spain for 4 years, where I got a dance movement therapy degree so that I can incorporate the tools and the techniques being shown there in education. Once I arrived and I returned back to Miami-Dade County, I began to work with a variety of organizations, including Arts for Learning, Arts for All, which is an organization that works with children and adults with disabilities. I also work for Miami City Ballet, and I've had the honor to work for the Miami Children's Museum for Autism Week, as well as family literacy programs. All Kids Included in the Park, which is a program that is sponsored by the Children's Trust Fund and Miami-Dade Department of Cultural Affairs. Through these programs, we are able to connect ages and cultures and all kinds of different types of friends, as we like to call it, where we come together every Saturday to create through movement and dance. The Children's Trust Fund and Miami-Dade Department of Cultural Affairs also recently supported a project, a dream project of mine, where I was able to open a YouTube channel called Universal Movement Education, and it is a free resource channel for all teachers, all parents, and all ages so that they can engage in the power of the arts and movement and dance and music and yoga and mindfulness to connect, to increase the ability of our brains, to incorporate and integrate material into our minds, and to have fun while doing so. I am a teaching artist because I really love uplifting others. I also love inspiring others to remember that it's not just about being a student, but it is important to know that we are all teachers and students at the same time. I really take much pride in knowing that I am able to come into any given space, environment, or work with any kind of group through the passion and the love that I have for movement, music, and dance. I believe dance and music also represent our cultures. They get to represent our everyday lives. In the way we move, everything has meaning. There's a saying that goes that everything in this universe moves. Everything in this universe also has a sound, even including silence and stillness, which are very important because without one, you cannot have the other. I currently also train teachers in a variety of programs inside the classrooms to use music and movement tools for teaching math, language, history, science, one of my favorite subjects in school. And all of this goes back to where I am from. I was born and raised in Dominican Republic, and I was brought up with a sense of understanding the importance that the arts have in our lives in learning, rather than having it to be a separate subject. When I was only 3 years old, I still remember a song by the name of Frere Jaka that I still recall to this day, and I still use and incorporate in all of my classes. That goes to show that music and movement do have a very big impact on anybody that engages in it. By learning in Dominican Republic, all of the things that I learned through moving and through the music that we will all engage in, I always felt very connected to all kinds of cultures and walks of life. Until this day, I'm very proud to call myself a teaching artist. I love what I do. I hope to continue to do it until I cannot do it any longer. And I really am honored to be able to impact so many wonderful students of all ages and all different parts of the world, knowing that I not only get to teach them, but they get to teach me as well. If, as I always say, not to be a professional performer, I don't teach just to make you a performer. I don't teach just because I expect you to draw and move and sing for the rest of your life. But I do teach because I know it is a life skill. That through movement and music, I have been able to adapt to any environment. That my transition from Dominican Republic to the United States was smooth as butter because I had dance and because I had music. And till this day, I still perform, but I love more than anything knowing that and dance, we are all able to feel an increase in flexibility of the mind, coordination, connection of mind, body, and spirit, or our feelings, as we like to call them, that we are able to feel connected to others, that we are able to learn from one another, that we are able to share our own personal, unique, creative ideas, that we are able to engage our left and right brain so that it could do its magic when it works together, and also that miracles occur through the arts. I have seen students that are nonverbal speak their first words in some of my classes. I've seen students that are known to be not engaged in learning completely flip from one day to the next and be fully submerged in the experience. I have seen parents celebrating their students or their children's successes when they are able to see them perform. Somehow the arts has the power to uplift, to inspire, and to really make a difference in this world. So thank you for considering me as a teaching artist that is passionate enough to continue doing this work. Last but not least, I do have more dreams, and those dreams include to continue to create curriculum for universities and for schools where music and dance are used in a way where is paired up with best inclusive practices, no one is left out, and everybody can participate and feel like they are able to engage in these wonderful tools that we call music and dance. I also dream of a world where more people can engage in the arts as a community, as I did in my own Dominican Republic. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the near future.